want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank!
Bothering me. Henry, call that dog to heel.
No, orzech orzechem, ale tu mój mały orzech, czarny orzech, też się przypołętał i siedzi i miauczy, że coś chce.
Heel! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
Look what I have for you.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
Henry,
For the love
come
of
here.
God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat. Oh? And how come you always win
Listen,
then, eh?
would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Come on, Oates. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do. How do you think things will end up tomorrow?
How? No ways, I reckon. Whenever someone parleys with
Why do you think that?
See me and Conrad now? We can't even agree who's going to be on watch this evening. But then, I'm just a spear carrier. I ain't got... Ask Oates. He'll know more about it for sure.
Have you ever been in the...
No, but I know there's a village called Troskovic at the foot of the castle. Me and Conrad will go there and fatten our purses nicely. If Sir Hans gives us a bit of free time, like. I must remind him.
Maybe in the end, Laura...
Aye, we'll see.
Na pewno. Czas pokaże, czas pokaże.
Where did you get the table from?
From that cave, it was just lying there. So I says to myself, that's better than playing on the ground.
I see you've got dice.
Sure. How's about...
I heard you won a ring off Oates.
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you...
Kurwa, wieczorem zginiecie, więc wygram. Albo jak przegram, to chuj wam w dupę. Zobaczmy, czy w ogóle się różni od jedynki. Jeśli interesujecie zachowane kości z poprzednich rzutów. OK, czyli po lewej kości wybrana do zachowania. OK, obecny wybór, cyk. I teraz tak, wybór kości. Jeśli masz w inwentarzu jakieś kości, możesz je wybrać. OK, czyli oszukujemy. Na początku gry rzucasz wszystkimi. Wybierasz kości punktujące. Odkładasz je na bok i na koniec swojej tury otrzymujesz za nie punkty, po czym możesz przerzucić pozostałe. Kolejne rzuty są możliwe, dopóki masz kości. OK, kluczem jest zakończyć turę i zgarnąć punkty, zanim wzrośnie ryzyko. Pierwszy gracz, który osiągnie wymaganą liczbę. Dobra, jedziemy dalej. OK, 1 100, 5 50. OK, street mały, street duży, poker. Głowa diabła działa jak Joker, dodając jedną wartość do dowolnej kombinacji kości. Okej. Czaję? Kurwa, nigdy tego Jokera nie miałem w sumie. 1200, 300, 600. Ok, każda dodatkowa kość. Ok, razy 2. Gitara, czyli zasady znam już z poprzedniej wersji.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
No to zobaczmy, co mamy. Czyżbym widział... Oh yeah! Cyk, cyk, cyk. Teraz tak, zapisz i kontynuuj, zapisz i rezygnuj. Oznacz kostkę, są oznaczone. Nie mam raz, 3, 4, 6, ok. Zrezygnuj, ok, zapisz... O, nawet poddać można. Okej. Rzucaj dziadek. O, widzę, że już ma oszukaną kostkę. Jakąś wyważoną specjalnie.
Here.
O kurwa, widzę. Uff. Dobra. Nie przebiję. I skucha. Jeb, skuch. A nie, nie ma skuchy.
No, that's as far as I go.
Ajajajajaj.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
Śmiesznie wyglądają te kostki. Kurde. Serio? Nie, dobra, nie ryzykuję. Raz, a. A to chuj złamany.
Here.
Kurwa, nie, przegrałem.
Wonderful. Ha ha!
Zjeb.
My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow we'll drink.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale.
Następna zagramy znowu.
All right.
Dobra, jeszcze raz. Kurde.
Come on then.
Wysiówkuję.
Show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. If I was you, I'd take it.
O, cię pierdolę. Dobra, chuj.
Aye, that'll do. Damn! What's
O,
this?
o, tak.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Kuźwa, panie. Dobra, próba jeszcze. Bliski. Uff, uff. Dobrze jest. Jakby gościu zwalnął raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, to już po mnie.
Aye, that'll do.
On trochę się wygłupia.
My God, I'm done.
Jezus, jak to ją wilki. Riski, ale jedziemy. No i chuj. Chucha. No i kurwa.
That's enough for me. Your turn.
Kurwa. O ja pierdolę i wygrał, nie? Bez kitu. Dobra, jeszcze raz, kurwa. Jeszcze raz. O Boże. Bez kitu. Nie.
Be quiet, you flea bitten hounds. For Christ's sake! Henry!
Heel!
Call
What's all
off
the
that
fuss about,
damn
Mutt?
dog
Are you that
before he
hungry?
wolfs down the
All right,
last of our
I'll see
mates.
what I can...
A, bo ja mogę sobie stroje tworzyć zarobiście do kradzenia i do zabijania. Edytuj pas wieżyc. Przedmiot. Czapka. Okej. Ostrogi sakiewka. Sakiewka? Można mieć większą sakiewkę? Pochodnia. Ochrona nóg, rękawice, ochrona rąk. W pasie. O, 4 bronie w pasie, zajebiście. Bierzesz przedmiot. Miejscu. Sprawiło, że się skliknął. Ciekawe jak szybko te stroje zmienia. No dobra. Zadań. Do zadań rzeczy, tak? Okej.
Get for you. Here, Mutt!
Nie mam nic, dobra. Dobra, przewijamy.
Listen,
I've got... Look!
listen, they'll surely serve us up some real delicacy.
You might be right. After all, you're... All right, then. Here's
O.
your sausage. And don't forget about me tomorrow.
Okej, czyli nie zrobimy questa z tym. Dobra, cyk.
Look what I have for you.
Porozmawiaj. Komendy.
Truck.
Nie, tam, pierdol to. Swoboda do nogi.
Mutton, come here. Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
O! Kurwa, idealnie.
ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh?
Dobra, spróbujmy to.
then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, 'cause you always...
How do you think things will...
How? No, when...
Why do you think...
But then ask. I will...
Have you ever...
No, but me if so... I must...
Where'd you...
From... It was just so I...
I see you've got...
Sure thing.
What do you want to...
Look, if you...
And if I win?
Well,
Sounds fair to me.
Wiem, że to może być nudne trochę, ale uwielbiam tą grę.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Jedna z najlepszych minigierek, oprócz Gwinta oczywiście. O, kurde, panie, ja pierdzielę. Takie szczęście. Może go rozjebie jednym ruchem. Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, sześć. Chujnia.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Dobra. Czterysta potrzeba.
That's enough for me. Your turn. God damn your eyes. Ah, what's to be done? Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let...
Do you know why...
For some big bullet.
Yeah, of course. I'm just wondering...
Not really, but I reckon I'll bear in mind the times we're living in. King Venceslas under lock and key in the end. We need to know who's going to stand on our... And the Royal Chamberlain, von Burgo, has the...
To tell the truth, you think our big mission...
Nothing to worry about. We'll get to Trotsky.
You're a bit sure of you...
Well, this ain't my first time delivering a message.
Do you know these...
A little. It's all rocks and woods. Lovely to look at, but shit for hunting in. If you don't...
So you've been in Trotsky...
Not Trotsky itself. Once I just passed...
Ah, I expect that's why you...
No doubt. But also because I'm not as rash as you, young... And besides, as the cook, I make sure you lot don't go...
We might even just...
Peace? I don't know. Sigismund is winning, and he... But I hope there's some chance of a truce at least. The main thing is that it don't get no worse. Hacking up cumins is one thing, but if it...
Hey, Oaks.
Really? Christ, it is mine. Would you give it back? After all, I gave you that sausage out of the good...
Don't cry, Oats.
You're a good lad, Hen.
Henry! Henry! Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd...
Just for a moment, but true enough.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To do...
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologised to us. If Hannah had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you,
Well, kiss my... And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so...
Certainly. So then,
Or just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we...
let's save the wages for...
Oh.
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
O. No. Miecz ćwiczebny z dupy. No i co? Gdzie my mamy teraz te... kodeks jakiś albo coś? To są tylko... A, tu. Gracz. Sekcja gracz. No już. Okej. I rękodzieło to chyba nie. Ale tutaj charyzma. No, picie. Co? Wybawca. Co daje wybawca? Nie to. Mogę to jakoś przejrzeć? A, o Jezus Maria. O, tak właśnie, wiele lat. Skradanie się, ogłuszenie. Czyli nie widzę jeszcze wszystkich atrybutów, które mogę sobie odblokować. Okej. Walka, sztuka walki, miecze. Kurwa. Blok, jak trzcina na wietrze, riposta, okej, zwód. A nie mam żadnych tych kombinacji. O, są kombinacje, długi miecz. Cios lewy, prawy, lewy, prawy, lewy, prawy. Kurwa, skomplikowane. Aha, tym się skacze. Psina zostań. Dawaj, ziomek.
So,
Ready?
Jak ja mam cię... O.
Let's
O
start.
kurwa.
let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
Very nice exchange, Henry. That's not your panting, eh?
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard.
No dawaj. Jasiek. Kurwa. No mordo, no. A, muszę tak?
Good.
Okej.
That's the way. Good. Nice.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry. Pretty good. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Sweet. Good, Henry. Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then.
Kurwa, czyli co? Na strefę ataku dokonuje przeciwnik.
Nice work, Henry.
Point on Henry. Nice
Slow. Nice. All right.
Dobra,
I get
wpierdol
it.
spuszczony.
Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one
Łatwe to
training
było.
duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
Więcej.
All right,
Dobra,
100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself.
dobra. Rozperdolę cię, ziomek.
Your first hit. Now we're even.
A, fuck.
Don't you think you should yield?
All square again. Well done. Ow! Kurwa!
Kurwa.
Fuck me!
No.
Now that's what I call sword play.
Co mi wyszło?
How do you do it?
Aha, o kurwa. O,
That must hurt.
jebaniutki.
Don't you think you should yield?
Kurde. Idealny blok nie przywraca kondycji.
How do you do it?
Fuck.
Kurwa!
A. No jak go pokonam, kurwa, jak mu nawet czapek nie spadł. Fuck. O, kurwa.
Fuck me!
Ja pierdzielę jak błyska. Co jest? Fuck.
Ow! Kurwa!
Aha, czyli lepiej blokować.
That was some wallop.
How do you do it?
W jedynce była taktyka, że...
You knocked the stuffing out of it.
O, wygrałem. No i gitara.
I yield. Go for enough.
W jedynce była taktyka, że trzeba było odbiec od gościa
Oh, you won the bet. Fair and
i on do
square.
ciebie
I'll
podbiegał
settle
i
with you when
zawsze
we get to
atakował
safety.
wtedy pierwszy.
Now let's go and
I
eat.
zawsze
That
było
sword
idealny
play gave
blok
me
i
quite
kontra
an
od razu.
appetite.
Trochę jeszcze się muszę przyzwyczaić. Mniszek? Zmierz, kurwa, pewnie. Robimy skilla. Ciekawe, ile tego zbiera dookoła. Mało tego zbiera. O kurde, pojedynczo prawie, że lipa będzie z alchemią.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
O, super. Zbieramy siła. Ja będę i tak pewnie dwuręcznym walczył. Wszystko z mężem. Albo... No.
And if he hadn't started acting like a twat, he could have carried on with us until dawn.
He'd have to get his brain out of his crotch for that.
But I still can't figure out how you didn't have a sick head after. Mine was ringing like a church bell all day.
It seems I'll have to give you some lessons in the art of drinking.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? Hmm? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
A, bo dobra, kurwa, będziemy tu.
I'll tell you what that girl can do. The wildest she-cat I know. So when she's stripped off...
Enough, enough! You want to be a chivalrous knight, and you talk like that about a damsel? For shame! You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye.
Kurde, jak mi się te zdobienia na tych szatach podobają. Ja pierdolę, jakie detale.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Zaklęcie przetrwanie. Ciekawe też, czego się wiedza przed no, skrat. O, jo, siema, 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 pozdrowienia, widzowie.
Turned to gather wood, but I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see it?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as
Cię,
quiet
Rafał,
as a mouse,
gadanie o
and that's
pipach.
the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off
O
back home
dziążkach se
immediately.
gadali.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Fajnie, bo się
Does
wybiera
anyone
na
know anything more
początku...
about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to
Wybiera się
negotiate an
staty.
alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
O widzisz, patrz teraz, jest, że... które sobie mogę wybrać, czym będę się napierdalał zwykle. I ja się będę napierdalał oczywiście mieczem.
The sword is a weapon of a master.
Rafał,
Balanced,
cześć.
fast,
O, Natalia przylata.
suitable for all
Rozumiem, że
situations. Of
Marta
course,
dzisiaj też
you
poszła
have to
od
train
stawu
with
w
it and try to
podstawkę.
improve your
Oni
technique.
streama oglądają.
The
I
result
razem
is worth it.
gejujecie na
I
Kingdom
get
Come.
it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who helped me
¿Qué pasa?
tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad
I
goes.
żeby w biurze.
What are you on about?
No.
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No,
No thanks.
młode
I'll just
dzierlatki
wash
mu się
myself down
marzą.
a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Tylko
Don't
nabija
be
ten
such an old woman, Oates.
prąd
Bring some
strom
wine
na
to warm
licznik
our
w
blood.
firmie.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little.
Co on kurwa zrobił?
Blasted iron shirt.
A,
Oh, what a relief.
kolczugę.
I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Will I ever live
Ten,
to
co
see
ma
his
zbroję?
young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good
Czekaj
heart, but
chwileczkę.
he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Ten tu po lewej to jest
Well,
ten,
responsibility
to jest
will catch
Henryk.
up with him soon enough, though.
A tamten to
There's
jest
more
Jan
chance
Ptaszek.
of me becoming a monk.
Szlachcic, którym się trzeba opiekować. A ten stary zginie.
That's a view fit for a king.
Tak, no. W jedynce była taka sytuacja, że spoilerując,
You were right about our stench.
oni się nie
Looks like
lubili,
this water isn't too cold.
poprali się po mordach.
Enjoy shrinking.
No i Henryk, czyli ten z lewej, uratował życie Ptaszkowi,
Come on.
Janowi Ptaszkowi i się zaprzyjaźnili jako wielcy kumple.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ballsack.
Hehe, schowały się do środka.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them. Sir Hans. Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us. Hans.
Hans. Jan. Nieźle. Możliwe. No, że trzeba się będzie skradać. No i pewnie będą rosły.
Head down, Henry.
O.
We've got to sneak closer.
O. Ciekawe kurwa. O, dobra, tak.
Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away.
Zajebiście, że kółkiem, czyli B w Xboxie się skacze, a w niektórych grach się tym kuca. Spoko luz. No i teraz pytanie, czy ja czasem nie przeklikam czegoś, żeby nie podskoczyć, a będę chciał po prostu wstać.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
A znowu się skradać, czy nie? Tak. Praczki jakieś czeskie.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others.
Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other
To jest ponoć zajebiste. Rzucenie tymi kamieniami. Kamień z blisko O, aleluja, coś tu, coś tu.
What is this racket here?
It worked. Let's go.
All right. What was that? Hey?
Zajebiście. Czy ja spaliłem teraz? O Boże. Dziennik. No ja coś czego? Troszkę to. Nie ma tutaj, że spaliłem. A, dobra. Skąd miałem wiedzieć, w którędy pójdziemy?
We'll go even closer, but carefully. Henry, I told you to. Fucking God, you're a...
No. No, mówiłem. No to full daje. Kurwa, bawię cię.
We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Masakra.
Oh, fuck. A letter.
O.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
O, jebie i zajebał.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run! Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? It's mine!
O.
you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! On the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Kurwa, no tego nie umiem pływać.
Just now!
Oh shit.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them up on the other side! Oh, these torches, quick!
O, luz. Rafał, ja nie zatrzymam. Spoko, luz.
Oh, Mott.
No. Cinka.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh really? And what exactly do you call...
Fuck.
Oh shit. Oh, you've been hit.
To w płuco.
What?
Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah,
Fuck!
No tak.
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish. We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky?
Fajnie.
There's someone in front of us. Down!
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We
And
can't
keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there.
Use
Get
your
a
head.
move on.
Be careful. Stick
You watch this
behind
side
me.
of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond, I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints, foot trails,
He'll see us.
everything.
We'll have to wait.
You honestly
Get
think
to
you
work.
can swim all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you.
Leave it out. Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe, but I still can't see a bloody thing.
We'll find.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck!
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming
Shouldn't
here.
you be keeping
Stand
watch
still.
Instead? You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on the bank. Not
Run,
here.
quick!
Why are we moving down instead of being high up? Because you can't see shit from up there through the foliage. But we were set.
No. Racja.
They're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks. Split up and find them. Kurva! They're fleeing into the rocks. Hurry! Run around. We'll catch them at the top.
What now?
Ale jakie soczyste kurwy puszczają.
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up
They're
top!
here! Take cover! Run ahead of them!
No i zajebiście.
Where now, for fuck's sake? Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us!
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake!
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
O, mogę, dobra.
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
No i chuj.
I don't know. They must have come this way. Damn it.
No to chyba się tam nie dostanę. Kuźwa.
And send someone after me too. Got it.
Aha. Tu kogoś za mną? Zajebiście.
Hans! Hey, Hans! Where is he?
Na środek tu wspiąć, nie. Kurde, chłop się w tą stronę patrzy. Gdzie on poszedł?
This looks like a way out. Hans!
Here! Oh, God, I found it. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
O, i to widziałem. Ja wiedziałem.
Now you're gonna get it! Ah! Fucking hell!
O, czyli tak miało być.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are.
Pszczółki, kwiatki.
Am I? Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Well, if I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Rupa ograbił jakiegoś.
Where am I? Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. That fellow landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
Nice.
What are you wearing? Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck. Skalitz is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You've survived Skalitz, and you'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Come on.
przyjaciele się rozgadywała, teraz Bianka Blanka.
Father? Listen to me, Hal.
Nie będzie solo.
Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the truck. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you? Are you mad?
My mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Roger.
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on!
He owes me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Kill them.
Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Wrong.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this.
No.
It's all right, Henry. I've got
Prawie
you.
jak Far Cry.
Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa... I let them all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on. Hold on. We're here. Come on.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents... they're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again,
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
I've come from Scallops. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. make all the necessary arrangements.
I am
Było nieszczemnie.
Shamakvat von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised.
Gdyby ta babcia miała włosy, to byłaby dziadkiem.
Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm.
Okej, kontynuujemy. Telefon był.
Calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulder's things a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job, It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it's started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that's
Ciekawe, czy
enough,
jest
I put some bread and cheese
chłodu
on the
na
table
organizm.
outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot.
Kurwa.
God rewards
Dobra
you a
babuszka.
thousandfold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Fajnie wytłumaczone. Krwawienie stopniowe mniejsze punkty zdrowia. Okej, krwawie. Inwentarz. Bandaże, czyli tak jak w jedynce. Cyk, tłów, 0. Cyk, już nie krwawie. A nadal krwawie.
Damn! The wound is still bleeding.
A, w taki sposób. O, nice.
I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out.
Z kociołka. Uwielbiam jeść z kociołka. A, ruszyć się trzeba po prostu.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more. Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
Kurde, można więcej razy jeść z kociołka. Nice. Ile mamy? Statystyki, retoryka, hałas, ekspozycja, widoczność, zdrowie, energia, strawa. 54, to jeszcze zjemy. Energia... Jezus, jak te punkty spadły. Co to było? A, bandaże, okej. Ile mi to dodaje? Dobra, na razie zostawmy. Włamywać się nie będę. Gdzie jest balans?
There's a water trough in front of the hut.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you. And over Bajana, too.
Coś tu... Aha, pomóc się. O, jak słodko.
Lord God Almighty, look down on a poor sinner and hear my heartfelt prayer. Protect Sir Hans, and don't let him die. Just as he didn't let me die. Preserve his life. Because he's a young gentleman. Brave and just and a good Christian. And look down on Bajana too. And let her save Sir Hans. And deliver her from all evil. And grant her grace. Because she herself is merciful and didn't turn us away in our hour of need. Amen.
Amen.
Dobry feature.
The bandages are still quite fresh. I won't have to change them till evening.
Kurde, animacje zamykania oczu. O. No nie można siadać. W jedynce można było. Pochodnie. No dobra. Dobra, ograbiliśmy typa. Trzeba go gdzieś wypierdaczyć. Trzy razy, okej, czyli nie zbiera za dużo. Okej. Czy jak wyciągnę pochodnię, to kiedy ją wyciąga na wierzch w nocy tylko? Okej. Kaptur górnika. Śliski. O, to jest fajne. Serio? Tego nie było w jedynce. Nie można było się leczyć w... Okej, czyli muszę przytrzymać X. Trzecia zakładka, co to jest? Nice. Podoba mi się. Kurde, no. A chyba lepsze to. O. Okej. Pytanie, czy się teraz... Czy się teraz wypiorę to? O, jest. Czy się nie staniesz? Pięknie.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure in... So, consider yourself...
I will.
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
What happened here?
It all happened so fast. Hans had a brawl with him outside, then he staggered in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor. And you saw the other fella outside. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but
No i
you'll
super.
need some fresh sage for it. And of
Robię
course,
jakieś świeże żołdy.
chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Pięknie.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Gross wounds. Try thinking we need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom and chamomile at the back of the hut. There's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them.
Great. I'll be back in a jiff.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right, seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is that...
Well, if you think you can manage it, good.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be... When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds, and when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you...
True.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch...
All right.
Okej. A, okej. Co to jest? A, okay.
Well, seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Nice. Pięknie to wygląda. Co tam?
Damn, shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. purple flower. Sage. There we go. That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Don't try my temper, Crone. It wasn't a broken neck that killed him. His head's caved in, and he bled like a stuffed pig. Who killed him? Where's... the one that done it. Start talking or we'll torch this hovel with you inside it, you old witch.
All
Fuck
right.
you, whoreson!
Sick 'em,
There's
Growler.
that piece of shit! You're done for! No, I'm done with this. Shit! I can't handle
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't...
Who do you think they were?
I don't know what you heard, but when they turned up, they found that dead fella and recognized him as one of theirs. So, they must be with that brute who caught up with you here yesterday. Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. I know he doesn't quite look the part, but it's true that Hans Capon is a real nobleman. It's up to him to decide what. And it's also true that we were ambushed yesterday down by the pond. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it.
You won't.
Promises are made to be broken. But thank you for dealing.
Sure. What about Sir Hans?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have it. You can do it too. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least...
All right. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than... And not to worry, I have a book here with the recipe. But it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
Well, now. I thought your friend was just delirious with that talk about knights. But it seems...
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it. And we'll get started. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. You must have read it by now, surely. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flame. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly. Thanks for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
Maybe I boiled that chamomile longer than I should have.
A, czyli to jak mi wyjdzie mikstura zależy... to znaczy to ile dostanę tych miksturek to zależy od tego jak mi wyjdzie mikstura. Nice. Aha, ciało zanieść. Gdzie jest łopata? Tu jest łopata. Jest ciało. No, jasne. Gdzie jest strumień? A, tutaj.
Ah, shit! Shoulder.
Warkot, kurde gościu. Dobra, co my tu mamy jeszcze do roboty? Nic, tak? Tu. Dziennik. Okej. No i oczywiście jak to... Na szlachcica przystał. Zażreć coś.
Chleb.
A, to się grzeje przecież.
There's nothing to eat here.
O. Energia, zdrowie? Okej. Jak chłopie lubisz takie rzeczy? A to? Ile dać? 19, o kurde. Dobra. Zdrowo, dobra. Bardzo szybko się głodny robi.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
Znowu okresny markwarcie z
If
ulicy.
I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell! Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Cię pogubiłem, która to?
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Pewnie Paulina. O ja pierdolę, ona wygląda jak moja sąsiadka. Paulina.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely bad.
That's good. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Seba jest, czy go nie ma? Ty uciekasz, czy co? No, może wziął i pobrał sobie ten, kupił sobie tego Henryka i napierdala. Serio? I śpi. Zgadłem? Ja pierdzielę. Fajnie. Przynajmniej macie dzieciaka wyłączonego na kilka godzin. Twoje następne będzie maleć 30 razy. Innymi słowy, trzymasz dłużej. Nice. Ja pierdzielę. Okej, to może asceta. Retoryka, srebrny dół. Złotem, lecz w twoim przypadku zazwyczaj jest na odwrót. Twoja retoryka wzrasta o 4 punkty, kiedy się targujesz, dzięki czemu łatwiej jest wynegocjować lepszą cenę. No i kurwa. Jakoś mówi sama za siebie, a niemniej zawsze warto ją dodatkowo podkreślić, kiedy sprzedajesz broń, pancerz lub ubranie w stanie idealnym lub niemal idealnym, uzyskasz o 10% lepszą cenę. To na razie sobie to zrobimy. Charyzma, tutaj nic nie ma. O, alchemia. O Jezus, teraz nudna część, bo rozdzielanie punktów. Twój poziom wypoczęcia się nasycenie nie będzie spadało. Podczas ważenia mikstur. O! Zauważone samodzielnie mikstury możesz uzyskać. O! Sztuka surowe jedzenie i zioła w twoim inwentarze będą się psuć wolniej. Surowe jedzenie i zioła. Na początek to. Zbroje i bronie, które samodzielnie naprawiasz przy pomocy niezbędnika płatnerza, będą robić mniej hałasu. Efekt trwa, dopóki poziom jakości przedmiotu nie spadnie. Ostrość przybrałem czasem. Efekt trwa, dopóki stan broni nie spadnie poniżej. Buty jeden. Jeśli nosisz buty, które sam naprawiłeś, trzymaj się, będziesz mógł. O, to może to na początek. Przyda się picie. Święty patron pijących cię chroni, dzięki czemu pod wpływem alkoholu będziesz rzadziej odnosił rany i od upadku z wysokości. Normalnie miałbyś kaca, to teraz nie będziesz go miał. Do tego, kiedy jesteś pijany, wszystkie posłania są dla ciebie. Wszystkie wyświetli się król, to lepsze. Jazda konna, rycerski trening, atak bronią białą z końskiego grzbietu będą używać. Trzymałeś się wroga, będą trudniej zadać cię z siodła. Nasz naprawa przy użyciu zestawu szewca będzie zrobić, że twoja znajomość takich zaraz zapewnia ci bonus do zwycięstwa. To jest lepsze. Kiewek, dobra. Będę lepiej kradł. Wzmocnienie się większa. Efekt komfortu o 50, dzięki czemu możesz szybciej się uczyć. No i chuźwa. Skradanie się. Skrytobójstwo to już mieliśmy. Kiedy przedzierasz się przez zarośla, wywołaj, żeby nie hałasy, gdzie przeciwnik obroni się przed twoją próbą ogłuszenia go wbicia po cichu, otrzyma karę do statystyk. Temu łatwiej wykonasz go. Efekt trwa 29. Dobra, to jest lepsze. Skradanie się cichsze. Sztuki walki w końcu. Wzwód. Blokowanie będzie cię kosztować 20%. Mniej wytrzymałości, a twoja tarcza i broń będą się zużywać 20% wolniej. Jeśli masz na głowie hełm, ciosy część ciała będą zadawały... Kurde. Kurde, blokowanie. Dobra, blokowanie. Kurde, jak je znowu włączyłem. Miecze. Celne uderzenie. Przy ataku mieczem zadawanym z całej siły twoja umiejętność walki mieczem będzie twoje ataki będą nie tylko potężniejsze, ale i trudniejsze do sparowania. Cios, jeśli zranisz wroga ciosem nieosłonięte strefę, to nie będzie zablokować twoje kolejne ataki. Kurde. Nie wiem co. Dobra, otwierający cios niech będzie. Tyle? Czy mamy tu jakiś ten... Okej, mamy tu jakieś ciosy. Miecz jednoręczny. Lewy, prawy, lewy, lewy, prawy, lewy, prawy, lewy, prawy. Kurwa, to samo. Miecz i tarcza. Aha. Broń ciężka, lewy, prawy, lewy. I tak w kółko. Broń czystowa. O, to już ma więcej. Walka wręcz? Chyba nic nie ma w walce wręcz. Lewy, prawy, lewy, prawy. Prawy, lewy, prawy, lewy. Ja pierdzielę. Okay. O, młynarze. Nieodkryte. Pasterze. Kurde, pasterze są. Ogólne pojedynki. Dobra, jedziemy dalej. Strawa. Strawa 85. Ile mi zapewni? Jest garnka. Czy nażeramy się jak świnia? Okej. O, 15 dodaje strawa. Okej, to dobrze wiedzieć. Nie mamy wytrychu.
Look who's finally up. Henry!
O!
Come and join us. Good morning,
Mordeczko.
Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here.
Ja zaraz kończę
What
streamować.
could us two do
Jutro, hej.
alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskovitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then you shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home. You're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They catch you. Dread to think what they do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take... down a hare on the run, and a man's an easy target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is.
W dwójce jest to życie w celibacie, czy w jedynce? Bo to jest dwójka.
Anything does happen. We've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
True. That animal is God's gift. Time to do something useful. The days are long, but there's no end of work to do.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him, believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here.
Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Heniek of Lipa.
No.
Fucking shit! Fuck!
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Heniek would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died.
We have to take care of their bodies at least, even though it didn't always seem...
We'll keep the promise we made. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you.
Audentes fortuna.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
If I'd heard that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Health,
I
lads.
heard some
That's
talk
the
about
most
your
important
captain.
thing. Enjoy your...
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right.
Hurt, don't it? A bit. At least at first. But then you get all limp.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pitch under the castle shitting hole?
I'm no latrine cleaner.
Oh, sorry. It's just that you smell like one. And where am I supposed to know you from?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
I can't wait. I hope my uncle don't let me down.
Sedło 10 sekund. Okej, wracamy.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like you. Where are you actually from?
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back, but I know this place inside.
What's life like?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a war. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Where can I find...
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, and that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now. You know what they say about millers? Well then...
Is this the only...
In Troskovitz.
You must be doing pretty well then.
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone...
Where do you want the sacks?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too.
I heard some talk about...
No. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskovitz bailiff. And when rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Who is this?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samhain. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samhain is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still...
Will Lord von Burgos...
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely...
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samhain, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for What's that?
Oh.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having a young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain.
I'll go and discuss it.
And careful with them sacks.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
Easy does it. Deep breaths. We'll talk about it later.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Burgov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do... We'll ask the locals.
There's something else we have to sort out first.
I noticed that.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry if we both do it...
Lug sacks?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble.
All right.
I'm glad you know your...
Although, a couple of sacks.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the three state...
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. Oratoris, the priests who pray for it. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay tax. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, so if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So,
good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard.
I'd rather forget about...
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood. No, in short, be so kind as to get to work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend. I'll repay...
How?
That too, of course. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find... As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Although, if you think about the three states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a hunt.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Okej, kochani. Najwyższy czas, aby zrobić sobie przerwę. Dalszy ciąg przygód Henryka będzie troszeczkę później, troszeczkę się wyleweluje, także na razie.